Hi friends, welcome to Sailing Liberty.
We're really glad you're back.
Another week, another hurricane.
Hey, it's a time for a hurricane preparedness drill. You know what? It gives us a good hard deadline to get some things done just in time for the hurricane.
Today on Sailing Liberty.
As I was going over the Cork and Kerry mountains, I met with Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced my pistol and then produced my rapier. Stand and deliver, for you are a bold deceiver. I said, ooh-rama-doo-rama-da. Wait for the daddy-o, wait for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar.
We are looking into the debris that can form to a hurricane or at least a tropical storm, and it's coming in town Saturday, Sunday, maybe Monday, and we are looking what's going to happen with the weather. Now the next thing is that is shocking the fuel. Last we did it was during the Hurricane Idalia when we had to move our boat.
We want to be ready to move. It's been a year since we shocked our fuel tanks. Make sure all the bio is taken down. And when it does, it goes down, it turns into much reduced volume to a fine powder, if there is any in there, and then it'll get taken out by the Raycor filter. All right, well, I found a bad connection here at the electric lift pump, the facet pump we use to before our engine-mounted pump, to make sure we always have a good supply of fuel to the engine. I also have a spare pump right here in my hand. I redid that one, so now they're interchangeable. They have quick release connectors on them, and in a pinch we can put a different pump in. It'll probably only take a few minutes. You're going to change 2 hoses and just replug the wire to these 2 connectors. So it's now a universal setup.
Backups, who would thought of that?
Yeah, why not? A backup fuel pump ready to go.
I'm gonna start the engine.
Fuel comes from the fuel tank to the Raycor. It gets sucked through this line into the facet electric lift pump. It goes through this line here and up here to the jerry can. We're gonna put the shock treatment for the whole tank, over 100 gallons, into this 5-gallon tank, and then we're gonna dump it right back in the tank where it came from. And that'll help it to disperse and spread around a lot quicker. And that's gonna shock that tank. Then we're gonna do it a second time for the other tank, for the other 115-gallon tank, and then we'll have both tanks shocked. It's gonna be great.
Awesome.
All right, shock treatment is 1 ounce for every 20 gallons. Our tanks are about 115. Maybe they're not quite full anymore, but they're close. Because let's just figure it, call it 100 gallons. So we're gonna do 5 ounces per tank. Okay. That's like 5.5 ounces.
Is it too much?
I could always hold back just a little bit at the end and see.
Put that back and keep it for another year.
Definitely get the big jug. If we would have got the small one for 35 bucks or whatever, we'd be out of it already.
Yeah.
Because the last thing you want is to get the bug in your tank.
Yeah.
The bug is no good. That's what wrecked our boat at the beginning of this voyage. Well, you know what? I've been putting off doing this job. It turns out it's practically one of the easiest jobs I've done in ages. Just got to have a special measuring cup, because you don't want to measure anything else with that biocide, because biocide means life killer. And you don't want to go measuring your cocktails or your pizza pies or your apple pies or any of that other kind of stuff. So get your own measuring cup just for your biocide. All right, we get this in, give it an overnight or 2, and our fuel is going to be nice and clean, healthy, and ready to go. Our engine's going to purr like a kitten. Now we got it in the tank. It's pre-mixed. It's going to mix it up in there real nice and take care of any bugs. That's a lot of fuel for a sailboat, you know what I mean? We're going to carry that fuel hopefully for years to come, and we got to take care of it, protect our investment, and have the fuel ready whenever we need it. So it feels good to get in here and do it. I got one more tank after this, but tonight, this is it. We got it. We're ready for the hurricane. By the time we start the engine, this thing will be in here, this biocide, working for at least 12 hours. And then we'll run our engine and make sure we're happy.
Awesome.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Ready for anything.
Our freezer has collected ice, and we gonna melt our freezer and the fridge in here, so it's gonna be in full capacity. When the holding plate is covered with ice, it can get only down to 32 Fahrenheit, but when it's not covered with ice, it's gonna be minus negative 30 or 40 degrees. I'll put this in. It's funny how we switched off the AC and run the heater in the hottest month of the summer, and it's over 90 degrees Fahrenheit outside, and it's gonna be soon really hot in the boat too. I took all the food out of the fridge. Now I'm gonna clean it and make sure all the ice is gone. Woo! Maybe. Okay. Okay, all the ice is off from here on the fridge side, which is awesome. We're gonna be prepared so we don't have to suffer later. The fridge is cold enough. The last thing tonight to get ready for the storm. I'm gonna load it up with all the produce. We put it in the cooler bag for the day.
You know, the fridge is now going to be working at optimum efficiency, and the whole point of doing this at this moment is, say we lose power here for a while, we're going to be on off-grid, we're going to be on battery power, and we're going to want to have the most efficient system we can get, and that's a system without frost on the holding plate.
Okay, now I'm gonna fill up the freezer. Yeah, we have some homemade limoncello still left.
Is it cold?
Yeah, it's quite cold. Have to protect our limoncello. Okay, this is all together. This cloud is dark.
Yeah, it's crazy to see that kind of dark cloud on a sunny day.
Yeah, that's always the...
That's what happens when we get struck by lightning around here. Dry lightning.
It's
Sun
sunny.
is shining, the lightning's striking.
Yeah.
Storms in the distance. But the other half of the time, or more than half of the time, the storm goes away and doesn't even come here.
Yeah.
I mean, we have cactuses growing on the beaches here, so that tells you something.
It's a little bit worrisome, guys. Gee, the sky is so blue. And I see like flashes inside the boat. Cheers to ya.
Wow, just as the rain is getting a little heavier, our friends are making it happen. Beer and pizza. Who brings you beer and pizza? Well, you know who does? Really good friends. Sailors they are, and also lovers of the arts, and so on. And also they know where to get the best pizza in the world. At least the best pizza within 300 miles. And they went and did it. They brought it for us, and we're having a really good time now, even with the rain and the sweaty heat and everything turned off because of nearby lightning. Yeah, that's life on the hook, and that's the way we like it.
Yeah, we like it.
Real, dirty, unfiltered, and pizza. Cheers to the pizza.
Wow.
I don't mind if I do.
I heard the first thing you miss on the sailboat is pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants pizza.
Well, I hear Magma has a pizza grill. Magma, if you're listening, we're a little skeptical, but we'd love to give it a try.
Good God. It's delicious.
Thanks, Ken and Susan. Cheers.
Delicious. Hey guys, leave us the comment in the comment section down below. Does pineapple belong to the pizza?
Yeah, and if you have any special pizza rules, I'd love to hear them. Because to me, I love the pineapple, don't get me wrong, and the Hawaiian, and all that stuff. But to me, a pizza is pepperoni and mushroom. And in most cases, it's not a pizza unless it's a large.
This is day 2. We are putting away our sails. Here's Dad.
Got the jib down and we're trying to bag it up now.
Here
Found a little
it is.
tear in it as well.
Not so little.
No.
Ooh.
Here's the tear that we had repaired.
Yeah.
And now it's just extended. So I'm almost thinking we should just take and have this edge, the blue edge, just moved in and kind of just give back like a foot of sail. Because this, once you get into the sail a little more, it's really nice and crispy.
It's
got a lot of resin
just going
still.
from the seam.
And the edge is
next to
also,
the
this
seam.
is soft out here, I feel it.
Yeah, it's very
That's soft, but you get in about a foot and it's got a lot of resin. So I think we're gonna just have it changed. We'll get this blue part moved in like a foot, and then that hopefully will give us a nice new life for the sail. All right, we got this bagged up. The rain is here.
Right in time, before the weather arrived. People are pulling their boats out. It's 3 p.m. on Saturday, and we know more around 4 p.m. when the hurricane or tropical storm Debbie passes Cuba, and it is in Gulf of Mexico. It's definitely unknown. No one knows what exactly gonna happen. Some difficult time coming ahead, but we're gonna do our best we can. Our plan right now is starting the engine.
All right, I'm doing the last checks. I'm making sure all of our hoses are tight because we had a little bit of loss of coolant. So I'm going around all the hoses and putting a big old height on them with the nut driver. Make sure they're as tight as I can get them, and hopefully that'll find our leak without having to find the leak.
And let's check if the motor starts. 20 seconds of preheater.
Back all the way back. Turn the key all the way back before you try again. That way you're not gonna accidentally do it twice.
Okay.
Okay, do it.
Woohoo! We did it! The motor works, the engine works.
It's been like 11 months, right? Since the last hurricane? So,
Yeah, actually a year.
yeah. But we started it up a few times in there, right?
Yeah.
All right, go back and check the water coming out the back.
The water is coming out. Engine started, couple of difficulties, but it finally started, and we are super happy. So this is our last sail, everything else is taken off. It's really great. Awesome. Friends, all the sails are off, and now we are bare bows. So as you know, this 1980s Taiwanese made boat is very well equipped, but a little bit neglected. Anyway, the short story long, we have a Cambodia generator, and during our first year we experienced the Hurricane Elsa. The generator wasn't working, and Dad had to fix it only a couple of days before the storm.
I'm making a little adapter for our water pump. The pump would normally sit on these two pins, so we raised it and moved it out. They stopped making the pump that originally was made for the unit, and this one's a little longer. This moves us back a little bit, and then we can get our adjustment on the shaft here. Get the right alignment on the belt.
After that, it was like a reverse polarity after the lightning strike, and we discovered huge problems with our electric.
We've always had a problem with the generator. We were getting a reverse polarity light on the panel, and we kind of found out what it was. The previous owner had the shore power backwards. The ground and the neutral were reversed, and that's reverse polarity. So what are you gonna expect? Well, we straightened it out, we organized it, got it all nice, and put it on our new multi-position switch here, and we're ready to rock. These little wires will only light up if the ground and the neutral are reversed. This is the reverse polarity light. It appears on the panel. And if you have your neutral and your ground reversed, well, you're gonna get a light.
We don't know how, but our electrical kept working for so long, and now I'm plugging in to our legacy shore power. This is one of the best connectors there is in L30s, but when we have some more funds, we're gonna buy a new smart plug. Let's go and give it a try.
And here's the new selector switch. Let's go ahead and try our forward or legacy inlet. Refrigerator kicked on. No polarity light. We have 2 working shore power inputs. We have a brand new 60 amp selector switch, and boy, it's chunky. Yeah, it's twice as big as it needs to be, and boy, that's robust. Look at that beauty right there.
And now for the very first time in 4 years, we're gonna start our generator again. Friends, let it please be a victory lap.
We're gonna see if the Jenny starts up.
Woo!
Wow,
Oh no, we didn't!
that hasn't been running years, and that literally started right up.
I'm checking if the water comes out on the port side. Yep. Water comes out decently, I guess so. Wow, friends, this is a victory lap right here. During the storm, there will be no sunlight.
And power. Nobody might have power for who knows long, days.
We need our generator, and now we have it. Wow.
A working generator. Who knew? It was a mystery for the longest time. What the heck? You turn the generator on, you get the inversion light, and now it's all good.
Wow.
All good.
We got it. High five.
Yeah. The water's
Woo!
pumping.
Team friendship. At
Sure
it
it
again.
is.
Next step is Ted is hopping on Ilusalana, and we're gonna retrieve the anchor.
Get that sucker on board. We're gonna need it.
This is the anchor line. I took the slack out. Oh, it's all muddy. Starting the motor. Okay. I'll cast you off. It stopped.
Well, you know, I guess you don't know everything until you know what you know, and I know a lot more now. I saw a YouTube video about taking out the main jet, and sure enough, it worked on this carburetor too. That was one thing I didn't do on the first cleaning. So, you know what? It's a pretty easy fire drill now that I've done it a few times. Pop it off, push out the main jet, and here it is. This is the main jet. It's got all those little holes in it. And I reamed everything, and I put the cleaner in it, and now I'm about to blast it with this for a rinsing. This is the interesting part. Ready to see this? Up.
Everything is broken, and we just don't know it yet. I guess something is still wrong with our engine. Our motor, and that is floating over there. Okay, that is doing the old-fashioned way. He's just following their line and pulling off the anchor there. The anchor is really in there. Oof.
Oh.
Usually we have the bird at night and a couple of raccoons. I think raccoons are hiding tonight. It's 5 a.m. We woke up. It wasn't very easy, considering that we went to bed at 1 a.m. after failed attempts getting things going, especially the motor running. And now we are planning to move the boat in a couple of hours when we see the first ray of light and go up the river.
And here's to setting your minds to great things, whether they're necessary or just something that you want to do. And we can do them if we set our minds to them. And today we are setting our minds to riding out this hurricane like champions. Bottoms up, crew. It's time for coffee. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen on Liberty. And today's the day. Another hurricane, another chance for greatness. Cheers. You know what would be good in that coffee? Oh, it's probably a little.
Try. It's time to run the engine and cast off to run to the hurricane hole. Priming for 20 seconds. Start it up. Wow, started on the first try. Hard work pays off. I'm getting the headsets figured out. We have our awesome Holy Land headsets. This is one of the best things for the cruising vessel, and I recommend everyone to buy it who has it in the budget. We love them. Everybody has one. Our friend Kane came to help us out. Everything is going pretty okay, as good as it can be. Wind is picking up already. It's getting stormy here, guys.
Too easy, wasn't it?
Oh, that is full of mud.
A little bit.
The tide is ripping again. It should be a slack tide, but hurricane is pulling out the water. We're heading up the river. Look at that.
Wow, that fresh air smells like freedom. The sun is shining.
How the boat is running.
Boat's just purring like a kitten. I think today we really got the right plan. We're kind of doing the most we can do. We don't want to say that we did the least we can do. We did the most we could do. We're going to our favorite hurricane hole, super mini shakedown cruise with a hurricane thrown in just to test your metal.
Guys, this is another shakedown cruise. Once a year, if it needs it or not. I'm gonna drop it.
All right, next step, we tie it to the tree. What are you gonna do? A couple anchors, a couple of trees.
This is our stern port line.
That's a pretty good toss, just saying.
This one is vice versa. We start from the tree and go backwards to the boat.
Get these on real quick and then we can get out and do the stern anchor. That's the real stinker.
Good job, Dad. Okay, that's gonna go through the hose pipe to the mooring cleat.
So we can ease this line and the stern line to allow us to tighten our anchor lines and pull ourselves away from the land and closer to the river.
Coiling the line.
Try to get some organization around here. Come on, people, help me out with that.
The first storm band is here.
Wow, this thing is awesome. The slips will come back and you're going to want to take it to the mooring cleat. Got a good spot.
All the anchors are dropped. We are pulled away from the dock. Dad is helping out and collecting Bill's chair so it doesn't float away, helping out as much as we can. After ultimate crown tackle upgrade, I'm gonna test our bow washdown hose. Let's see if it works. Works. Anchor is all muddy.
It's shaping up. We're getting it all together. And I guess we're gonna clip on the bridles. Is that what you wanna do now?
Yeah, then we're all set.
And we're gonna pull some tension on our anchor right now, in fact. Just to kind of swing us off the dock a little more. Wow, the deck is solid, huh?
No flex.
Windlass is rock solid. Well, we built the ultimate ground tackle for a reason, for a hurricane. And here we are, the very first time we're trying it out with a hurricane. Yeah, boy, that's the Big Lebowski. 1-inch shackle with a Kong chain gripper. Man, this stuff's rated for like 10,000 or more pounds. It's really, really strong. Everything's captured. Gotta love that pin. It can't fall out while I struggle here to get this thing on the chain. That's not too bad. Come what may, we're ready.
Letting some chain out. And this is our first time testing our bridle. The ultimate ground tackle. Here it is, guys. You saw it in here first.
Wow. Boy, the boat is looking beautiful. Look how steady she rides on those bridles. 300 feet of 3/8 chain, a 73-pound Rockna. We're not worried about the storm. Well, maybe some wind, but that current, we're gonna stand tall and we're looking good.
They're all anchored.
Bridled up.
And now we wait for the storm.
Yeah, we're ready for all the excitement ahead, but we still have to now secure everything on deck and put away the Starlink and stuff like that. So that's what we're gonna do, and it's raining and it feels good. Pants are wet, but I don't mind. That's right. Let me get it.
Yeah, high five. We did it.
We did it, baby bear.
We're ready for the storm.
Look, and look at that, show the gap. That's what we want right there, off the way from the dock. White caps on the river. Water's already high. This is a 40.
40.
Yeah, this is what it's like in Alaska.
That might go until the evening.
Wow, let's batten down the hatches. It's starting. It's gonna get breezy and wet tonight.
Thanks for watching.
Hey, we'll see you next time
on Sailing Liberty.
Thank you so much. And we look forward to seeing you on the next show. Sailing Liberty.